Transitioning from something familiar and known to something unfamiliar and unknown can be quite challenging. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, how many of you had to transition recently? Quite a few. For me, the most recent transition was from being a student to being a professional. As a result of this transition, I had an opportunity to develop my skills, such as interpersonal skills, time management skills, and presentation skills. First and foremost, interpersonal skills are crucial to succeed in the corporate world. As a new hire, I was overwhelmed to be surrounded by coworkers who were very smart and knew how to solve problems quickly and efficiently. However, I realized most of them probably started out just like I did at one point in time. Unlike college, there's no textbooks or solution manuals to read and learn from how to do my job. The textbook in this case was interacting with my coworkers, asking questions, and having an open mind to learn. The ability to work with different personalities, age groups, and gender became more crucial in the workplace than it did in college. As a student, it was somewhat easier to work with difficult team members because it was temporary. At the end of the semester, it would be time to move on to a different class and time to work with new people. But in the workplace, I realized it was the same people that I might have to work with for several years. Therefore, it was important to build on these relationships and build a working relationship with them. Another important skill is managing and organizing my time efficiently. I remember as a student, it was not uncommon to procrastinate and put things off to the last minute. There were instances where I had to pull an all-nighter to finish working on a project or to study for an exam. But in the workplace, there is less room for this type of procrastination. Try telling your boss that I had to finish working on a project and I'll be skipping work the next day. As a student, that was not uncommon. It was sometimes okay to procrastinate, put things off, and then the aftermath would be complete exhaustion and skipping classes, sleeping during the day. Also, workplace is more structured and the need to be at work at a certain time each day is much more important. Last but not least, presenting an idea in a clear and concise manner to various audiences is very essential. This is an area of growth for me, and I continue to grow at that by using Toastmasters to practice some of those skills. In college, the audience that I was presenting to were fellow classmates and professors, and the same amount of detail was okay with them. However, in the workplace, the same idea needs to be presented with different amounts of detail to different people. For a boss who is busy and has time constraints, only the important details are necessary. For fellow coworkers, it's important to discuss things in more detail, which can lead to further discussion and coming up with more ideas together. You may have heard the saying, change is the only constant in life. Since there's no way to avoid it, it's perhaps better to learn from it. My transition from being a student to a professional enabled me to improve my interpersonal skills, time management skills, and presentation skills. Mr. Toastmaster?